Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are making Agbeli Kaklo. Yes, Agbeli Kaklo. So this is a very simple recipe, right? And you need just 3 ingredients: salt, cassava, and some onions. Okay. So first of all, you peel your cassava. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. So even though it's very simple, there are a few steps that if you omit or you miss, you don't get the right texture of Agbeli Kaklo. Okay. So I hope that you follow me through this recipe, and hopefully by the end you'll be able to learn 1 or 2 things on how to make the best crunchy Agbeli Kaklo. Okay, so I'm going to I'll peel it and I'll wash these cassava, and the next thing I will do is to grate the cassava. So I'm going to be using this grater to grate it. So you want quite fine, not very fine, but fine grater. So this one I'm using and the other one I used at the beginning is the same, as just as sharper. It gives you the same, sizes, consistency, smoothness, whatever. So here, yeah, I'm almost done grating it. I had to fast forward it, right? So once you grated everything and you have your cassava, what you need to do is you have to squeeze out the water. But before you do that, you need to wash this. You need to wash this. Is there any way I can explain it to you? Yes, there is a way I can explain it to you. I will show you what I mean by wash it, right? So initially I wanted to let it sit and drain. I'm like, okay, let me just wash it first, then I'll let it drain. That's why I put it in the sieve. So here you get a bag. So this is a fruit bag I got from the shop that I use for things like this, right? So you get a bag and you put your cassava in it, and then you wash. This is what I meant by washing. So what essentially you're doing, trying to take out some of the starch from the cassava. So by so doing, that's how you get that crunchy and you get that texture. The Agbeli Kaklo has a special texture around it. It's not smooth. It's kind of rough and rocky, and looks crunchy. Once you see it, it's like, yeah, that is Agbeli Kaklo. Okay, so that is how you get it. If you don't wash it, you get all those smooth ones, that ones you see around. You have to take some of the starch out. You have to squeeze as much water out of it as possible. At least 90% of the water in here has to be squeezed out. So here I try to squeeze it like the normal way we squeeze clothes when we wash them in Ghana. Yeah, you can put it in a tea towel and squeeze it as well, but I didn't want to do that. It's kind of cumbersome for me. It's kind of too much work. I don't know. So instead, I used potato ricer to sort of squeeze it out. The potato ricer has holes in them, right? But then if you just put the cassava, the grated cassava in the potato ricer, that's what you see there. It will go through it. So I put in my fruit bag, which I've washed. I don't use it for fruit at all. I just use it for these things, right? And then it serves as a sort of protection for it from its going through those holes. So all that I need to do is just put the cassava in it and press it down to get the water out, as much water out as possible. You can actually squeeze it with your hands, like squeeze it, put it in your hand, put it in your hands, in your palm, and squeeze it. Yeah, I'll show you that as well. So that's basically it. And once that is done, you just continue from there, right? So that's what I'm doing right here, trying to squeeze it. And this is the water that I got from it. So you can see it's a lot of water. You can't have too much water in your cassava flakes. Okay, so here I'm going to show you that you can use your hands to actually squeeze it. So there you go. Look at how much water is coming out. So you squeeze it until nothing comes out, with your palm like that. You squeeze it until nothing comes out, and then you know that it's okay, it's ready to go, right? So I'll do that for everything. And now this is how much water I got for all of that. So now we go on to the next stage, which is to um add our seasoning. So we'll add the salt, and then we'll add onions. Okay, the onions I've chopped it, finely chopped some and grated some, or blended some. Okay, without water. So this is how it looks like. They look a bit flaky now. Okay, so the garlic. Why do I say garlic? The onions will sort of bind it a bit. So I'm adding the onions to it, and some salt to taste, just a little salt to taste. Once you mix it, you can taste it. Just put a little on your tongue to taste it, to see if the salt is okay, to your own taste. Then you just sort of start to mold them. So you mold them in balls. Okay, you can use something like an ice cream scooper to scoop so that you have the same sizes. But me, I was happy with just eyeballing it and forming them into balls. Okay, so once you form them into your balls as you see me do, then it's time for you to fry it. Okay, when I was growing, I really loved Agbeli Kaklo. I mean, like, I like crunchy stuff. Okay, so this is crunchy, but it's not hard, it's not chewy, it's just the best Agbeli Kaklo you find. Okay, or you can make for it. When you make this once, you never buy a kaklo anymore, because it's just perfect. Okay, so you try to fry it. So frying it, you don't put it in very hot oil. Okay, just put it in medium heat, or oil, something like that. Just not too much hot. Okay, so because we don't want the exterior cooking and then the interior not cook. Okay, the inside not cook. So you just sort of, what I sort of do is, this mine work, it tends to sort of burn at the bottom quickly. So I try to turn it, move it around so that that stops. So I can, as you can see, it's already browned here already. Okay, so I try to turn it round and sort of toss it in here and there. So it's all good. Okay, so I'm just turning it around. By doing so now, maybe I should have used a smaller spoon or something. Yes, yeah, I cracked some, but then it even makes it nicer. You know, the cracked ones, it gets crispier, and oh my days, it's so good. So yeah, then that is your Agbeli Kaklo done. Okay, so it's all done. So one thing I will say is, when you forming it into balls, try and press it harder, make it the balls tighter, so that when you frying it, it doesn't sort of break apart. So the ones I didn't press it tighter, they sort of broke apart. But hey, it is just as lovely. The smell is amazing. It's got this the onion aroma, and its taste is beautiful. So that is it. That is simple Agbeli Kaklo recipe. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you love it. I hope you give it a try as well. So yeah, I'll leave you here, and please like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and share it for your friends and family to try this, as well as yourself. You can try it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.